Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us on Up North Live Unscripted. If you did get outside today, I have to say it felt like spring. I was a fan of this weather. The melting actually made me happy, Joe.
Did it?
It did. I mean, just seeing the sunshine simply made me happy because we don't really see it this time of the year as much.
Yeah, once you get to like late October, November, you kind of close that. It's like a 5-month period, right? No, we were talking about that in our news meeting this afternoon. You were there. That it felt like, I know we're not even to Thanksgiving yet, but it felt like spring. Just some of the melting out there today. We have a nice stretch coming up here tomorrow, Melissa. It'll be a little warmer for our Friday, so I think you'll like that. But getting into the weekend, it's opening day of firearm deer season. We'll see a few things going on. Actually, the weekend, we kind of have some rain, maybe some sun, some wind, and some snow possible. So we've got all that, and we'll kind of take a look at that coming up a little later.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Joe. Well, for our top story tonight, the Cadillac community coming together all to help find a missing pregnant woman from Wexford County. 22-year-old Rebecca Park has been missing now for nearly 2 weeks. And you're seeing pictures of her on your screen right now. Dozens of volunteers preparing to search the area where she was last seen. And that search is set for tomorrow, for Friday. Joining us tonight to talk about that search and how the efforts are going is Jody Lewis. Jody's organizing Friday's search for Rebecca Park. Jody, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, obviously, we're going on nearly 2 weeks now since Rebecca was last seen. This search tomorrow, give us an idea of what it will entail. What can people expect?
So tomorrow we are going to be searching. We are going to expand on what the police were able to do. So the police have finished their search, and we're going to expand upon what they did. So we're going to go beyond where they were at, and we're going to search a couple other locations that they didn't search.
What are you expecting as far as a turnout, as far as people showing up to the Meyer parking lot in Cadillac?
I have had hundreds of people contact me today. Lots of people wanting to help. The community is very concerned. This has just touched many, many people, and everybody wants to help in any way they can.
Can I ask, how well do you know Rebecca?
I don't know Rebecca. I am just a concerned citizen.
Wanting to help in some way. And
yes,
if people who also may not know her but would like to help, what do you want them to know? How would you like to encourage them to possibly help?
So we just need anybody who wants to help is welcome to help. You don't even have to know her. We just need people who can walk, even people who, can't walk, whatever. We're just anybody. I'm actually not walking myself. I'm just guiding people. I'm just there to show people on the map where to start and where to go. And I will just be supervising myself. And if people want to bring in drinks or food or whatever, we'll be there all day. And so however you want to help, there's always a helping hand that you can help with.
And Jody, recap again how exactly the search will start. We know people are planning on meeting at about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yes. So we are meeting at 10 o'clock in the Meyer parking lot across from the gas station. And so we're going to start there, and we're going to have a brief meeting, and we're just going to go over where we're going to search, where we're going to start. We have a couple locations that we want to look at first. So depending on the turnout, we may start in one location, or we may break up into 2 groups, depending on the turnout. We're going to go over that. We're going to go over some safety stuff. We're going to make sure everybody's safe. Everybody knows the rules. Everybody knows what we want. And we're going to go over that for about 20 minutes. And then we're going to group up into groups. And then we're going to go out to the areas from there, from Meyer.
And also reminding people, as far as dress attire, make sure you have comfortable walking shoes on, layer up depending on what the weather will be like.
So because it is the day before opening season, we are asking people to wear bright colors or orange if you can. And then we are also asking people to wear comfortable shoes, but waterproof if you can, because we don't know if we're going to run into anything wet or swampy. And we're asking them to dress according to the weather, of course.
And if people maybe they're watching, they don't live in the area, but they somehow want to help, what would you tell them? What do you want them to know?
So I do have people traveling from out of town. Some people are driving from hour and a half, 2 hours away. People are traveling to help. And we're very, very, very thankful for that. So, other people who can't help, we're just asking for prayers, whatever you can do. And this may not be our only search. We don't know. We just don't know. We may not get to our second location. We just don't know what's going to happen.
Just planning on meeting at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yes.
And how long do you plan to be out there as a group?
I think that we'll probably be out there till dark tomorrow. That's the plan.
Okay. And is there anything too, Jody, that, you want people to know again, why you decided to do this? You said you don't know Rebecca, but you were inclined to step up and help and do something.
I do have some friends that are really close to her. Mm-hmm. And so that did encourage me a little bit, but I'm just a concerned citizen that is willing to help. It tugs on my heartstrings. I have a big heart. Nobody likes to see this situation, and we're all very concerned, very, very concerned. She deserves a good outcome. Baby deserves a good outcome. Friends deserve a good outcome, and this community deserves to know what happened.
And just from what you know of Rebecca, is this like her in any way, just to take off without any communication?
No, it's not. Not at all.
Okay. Jody, again, I just want to recap if people are just tuning in, the search where people can meet to look for any signs, any information for Rebecca Park tomorrow, meeting at the Meyer parking lot in Cadillac. And like you said, people, you're planning on being out in that area until dark.
Yes. So we're going to start at Meyer gas station, 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, sharp. And we're going to meet in the parking lot across from the gas station. And then we plan to be there all day tomorrow.
And there's also a Facebook page as well that people can check for any type of other updates that has been created regarding this search as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Help find Rebecca Park.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Anything else that you want people to know, Jody, regarding tomorrow, if they would like to come out and help? Kids, do you recommend, asking, kids stay home, just adults for something like this?
It probably isn't a thing that kids want to do. And we want everybody to be respectful and confident through all of this. We need to stay positive through all of this. So we are asking no negativity tomorrow. We want to stay safe, of course. So yes, we're asking for, all kinds of prayers. Everybody just needs to be respectful and courteous. So we are asking, we have horses coming, we have some dogs coming, we have some drones coming, kayaks are coming. If you have ORVs and want to use those, whatever you have, any resources that you have, bring them. We will take anything we can get.
Jody, thank you. We appreciate you making the time. Best of luck with everything tomorrow. Again, Jody Lewis organizing that search for Rebecca Park tomorrow. You can check out more information, though, on all the details at UpNorthLive.com if you would like to meet up with the search party. Well, with the government winding back up, the uncertainty on SNAP benefits is starting to fade a little. That uncertainty, combined with many federal workers not getting paychecks, put a strain on food banks really across the country. Here in northern Michigan, some relief that SNAP is back in order, but the underlying issue isn't going anywhere. Our Mark Shillette reports.
I'm quite often teary, with people that I know or people that bring their little kids.
Sometimes there are tears, but most Thursday mornings, Penny here and Tom and the other Tom are smiling and volunteering at the Benzie Area Christian Neighbors Food Bank.
I love to help neighbors.
Combined, here, they have 39 years of volunteering. They've seen it all. And lately, they've seen a lot of new faces.
And they always thank us. They're so grateful.
Since the government shutdown and the SNAP uncertainty, the number relying on food banks has only grown.
We have 150 new households that we've welcomed throughout the year, but 24 of those have come in the last 2.5 weeks.
Over the past 3 years, a 56% growth in the number of Benzie County neighbors turning here for food help.
And the hunger that our communities are dealing with is chronic.
Chronic, but magnified over the past couple of weeks. So Bacon did a little more to help those with a little less.
Our neighbors can come receive food support 2 times a month. And so for those that were receiving SNAP benefits, we increased that to 3 times.
Couple an extra visit allowed and a lot of new families coming in means they've gone through a lot of food to keep the community fed. And that community, those who could, have found a way to help.
We have had people coming in each day with checks. We have had people coming in with food. And so it's been a wonderful meeting of need and people who care.
SNAP benefits being restored will help take some of the strain off the hungry and those who feed them. But while the attention to SNAP benefits may fade, hunger isn't going anywhere.
We need people to continue to care about others and their ability to access healthy, nutritious food. This issue is not going away. It was here 6 months ago. It's going to be here in 6 months.
6 months from now, on a Thursday morning, Penny, Tom, and the other Tom will also probably be here too.
We love the crew.
They're not going anywhere, and neither is hunger. The attention on SNAP benefits of the past couple of weeks may fade, but their mission here and their effort won't.
We have to keep hunger in the forefront. We have children that don't have enough food to eat.
And again, that was Up North Live's Mark Shillette reporting. Now that request from food banks, while every donation is appreciated, many food banks stress that monetary donations can also have a huge impact. They can buy food at discounted rates, in bulk and with partnerships, and a little more bang for the donated buck. Well, switching gears now, a historic path from Cadillac to Traverse City being brought back to life. The old Indian trail used for centuries by indigenous peoples is under restoration with new markers and renewed care for its heritage. That project is led by the Cadillac Area Visitors Bureau alongside local volunteers and artist Scott Buckmaster. Many of the original wooden trail markers were damaged over time from weather, from vandalism, even vehicle impacts, leaving them barely recognizable. And now each marker is being repaired or replaced to honor the trail's history.
I went down it, and a couple other people went down it, and we've just seen how beat up and abused the markers were. I mean, they had holes in them. They looked like they'd been hit by trucks and a bunch of other stuff. And it was an eyesore instead of something that we could be proud of. And we all got together and found Scott to volunteer to help us out. And
hikers, families, and history enthusiasts can now explore the path, enjoy the scenery, and connect with the region's deep cultural past. Turning now over to our question of the day. If you did snow by you just a couple of days ago, did you happen to rake the leaves before that snow fell? Some people throughout the region still had leaves on their lawns when that snow came down. Go to our Facebook page, Up North Live, or our website, UpNorthLive.com, to let us know, did you take care of the leaves? Maybe you left them. I left mine. And we'll check the responses toward the end of the show.
I'm Jada Johnson from Big Boys TV, and the Fish and Game Report is sponsored by Johnson's Propane.
All right. Well, taking a look at weather today, I have to say, we were talking earlier, felt like spring out there. I'm not mad about it. I know what's on the way, Joe, so I'm just embracing this weather before we get the real cold stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's eventually we're going to get, it's on the way.
We know.
But It was nice to get some sun today, for sure. I agree with you on that. It was a pretty cloudy week so far, and I think we'll get more tomorrow.
Nice. Okay.
For a lot of spots. We had our UpNorthLive Skyview drone out over Kalkaska earlier today. Can see that on a nice day. We had just a few clouds out there in the distance, at least here in Kalkaska County, and not a lot of leaves left on the trees either. Probably going to see any lingering fall off this weekend because we have quite a bit of wind coming in on Saturday. So that was the view earlier. Let's take a look at the weather map tonight. And there it is. High pressure sits just northwest of Lake Superior. The rain and snow we had, and it wasn't everywhere, but we did have lake effect rain and snow showers for some spots. That is heading out of here. Eastbound and away. High pressure will build in, leading to a nice dry day tomorrow. And then if you look out in the plains, that red line, that is a warm front curling through that area. The edge of some warmer weather. And you can see that Lincoln, Nebraska right now. It's 66. This evening. We have 40s here, but look at the next 2 days when we take a look at the average temperatures. 50s tomorrow and Saturday. These are average highs, some a little warmer, some a little colder. And then a cold front is going to pass during the day Saturday. That's going to whip our wind around out of the northwest, and then look what happens to the temperature. Sunday is going to be a lot colder than Saturday and a little colder than Monday into the early to mid part of next week. It's dry. This is our satellite picture and radar over the last 12 hours. Earlier, there was a little rain and snow hanging on up in the UP. That has ended. Here's a look at things right now. And it's pretty quiet out there, and we'll see that remaining through the night tonight. Here's a look at our stormcast. And you may know, I want to point something out. We're talking about quiet weather, high pressure, nice. But there are going to be some clouds tonight, late and tomorrow morning. That's along the edge of the warmer air. So these are these high and mid-level cirrus clouds. They might dim the sun a little bit. So if you wake up there in Rogers City tomorrow, Drummond Island, it might be cloudy early on. But eventually we should see these heading out of here. And then look at the afternoon, a beautiful one with sunshine. All right, let's get to Saturday, opening day of firearm deer season, the weekend, middle of the month also, cloudy in the morning. And then look at these showers that come in Saturday, late morning into the afternoon. Here's the thing. I don't think we're going to get a lot of rain, and it's not going to rain all day. In fact, look, late day, maybe some sun. So Traverse City, cloudy morning, showers, just pointing that area out, then some sunshine in the afternoon and evening. It is going to be windy. We have that in the forecast for the hunters heading out. Some showers, some late day sunshine. The key there, look at the northwest wind in the afternoon, gusting to 35 miles per hour. All right, the extended forecast, Melissa, cooling down Sunday, some snow showers into the early part of next week. That being said, I do not expect a lot of snow over the next 7 to 10 days. Just a few snow showers here and there late weekend.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Joe. Coming up, our sports director, Harrison Beebe, previews a high school football playoff matchup happening this weekend. Sports director Harrison Beebe is out covering volleyball regionals tonight, but he did catch up with the Onekama football program this week ahead of their state semifinal this Saturday. Here's part of Harrison's interview with the Portagers head coach in this week's Jimmy John's Sports Corner.
The following segment is sponsored by Jimmy John's of Traverse City.
The guy who started it all at Onekama, Coach James Taylor, he coached my grandfather as a head coach. He coached my dad. He was his head coach. He came out of retirement and coached me in high school as an assistant coach. Still hear from him on the daily. Seeing people like that, still supporting the program after all this time just makes me so humbled just to be a caretaker of it.
What is it like to see this team just achieve these heights under your watch?
It's humbling. It's totally humbling. I got no better word for it. The culture we've built here is it's a complete family atmosphere. I compare it a lot to like when I was in the military. You get the 13 guys you get in a fire team or a squad in the Marine Corps, and it's kind of the same thing in small town football. You get the 15 to 20 guys you get, and you better figure out how to make it work.
Right now, you're one win away from potentially competing for another state title. Going up against one of the best that the UP 8-player teams has to offer, Felch, North Dickinson. What is it like to scout those UP teams?
I go back to last year. Crystal Falls handed us our lunch on a platter when we got to the semifinals. They play some great football up there. They're used to the cold weather. They're very physical. They also play good defense. Film only shows you so much. So you just know when you get up there, you're probably going to see some surprises you weren't ready for.
The buzz from the Onekama community is that you guys got kind of shortchanged with the neutral site being in Marquette. What were your thoughts on that being the host site? And how did you tell your guys to get fired up for this game, even though it's a very heavy road game for you?
Stuff happens. It's still a football game. We're blessed to be able to, we keep saying week in and week out, we just want to earn one more week together.
And I'm assuming the players love your beard that just makes you look like an intimidating football player.
Hey, this has all been growing out since the Crystal Falls game last year. Right? The boys know they ain't cutting it unless we win the state title.
All right, thanks, Harrison. Of course, you can check more out tonight at 11 on Up North Live for more local sports. But going back to our question of the day, we want to know, did your leaves get cleaned up before that first snowfall? Most people chiming in fact, 68% said no, didn't clean up the leaves. Only 32% did. In fact, most people on our Facebook page saying they left them. My favorite is here. No, I wouldn't until spring. Insects need some place to live in the winter. Marianne saying that. I like that response. And people also saying no, leaves are still on the trees. So thanks for chiming in. Of course, stay with us, and we will have more tomorrow with our Up North Live Unscripted.
Salon services are furnished by Epiphany Advanced Academy in East Acme.
And again, going back to our question of the day, did your leaves get cleaned up before the first snowfall? Thank you for chiming in if you did. Most people saying no, they didn't. 68%, 32% said they did. If you haven't chimed in, check out our Facebook page, answer that question. And thanks for choosing Up North Live Unscripted for your choice for news. Join us later tonight for Up North Live News at 11.